Are you ready to listen to a podcast?
Here comes the Playhouse Podcast, thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices.
Find, subscribe, and listen.
All right, I guess when you get that job as a cop,
Put your life on the line no matter what.
you're willing to serve and protect and maybe just get a little extra on the side.
Go all the way. So 2 Arizona police officers, not just this one guy, but they're in trouble after getting fully naked and receiving services from these massage parlors. There were 8 different ones, 8 or 10 that were being investigated by the FBI. And so they were like, listen, we want you to go in, see if there's any funny business going on. And this guy claims, this officer, Dustin Eberhardt, claims he just didn't know when to stop.
And I was like, well, do you want me to take them off? And so she was like, well, your comfort, if you want them off or you don't want oil on them. There was kind of some confusion on that. So I ended up taking them off. And that's what I felt like the suggestion was from her. That's when I immediately started asking about the money and like how much. I've never done one of these, so I was fairly nervous and I didn't know where to like stop it. So I was trying to stop it quickly. So I had just like put my hand on the back of her calf. She like laughed about it. And then shortly after that, we did the rest of the stuff. And then she had me roll over.
Cut 2. The car is in the lake. How do you even...
Had to take my belt off.
But then he did it once. He should have gone to the FBI and said, listen, I don't feel comfortable with this. Like, is there a spot that I should stop? Like, and say, busted. The exchange of extra cash for
I would say hand on crotch is where you got to go. I'm done here, right?
So that's where I
would be like,
limit. Okay.
This is, I'm not a cop anymore.
Yeah.
I'm a John.
I just thought it was so funny that the FBI let him do 9 more after that. So I'm wondering if you have ever had,
by the way,
a massage experience that went south.
After the 3rd one, he's like, they're paying me to do this.
I know. What a great job.
Well, this is the best job ever.
Yeah. So not gone south in that way. Well, I mean, if that did happen, that'd be interesting to talk about. But should I tell my last story?
Yes, please. I can't wait.
This one is, it brings me back to the point where I feel like I have to go into a shower with wine after I tell it. So it was right after I had my crap bag surgery. I had the final one. So there are 3 that you have to get when you have an ostomy bag, and the final one, they hook everything back up, okay? And you're still kind of like...
your human plumbing is all hooked back up.
So you're training yourself. You're retraining your body to like hold everything in. And the worst, and I think everyone can attest to that, once you get onto a massage table and like 15 minutes in, you have to go to the bathroom. And then you know that time is going to count if you were to leave and go to the bathroom. So you just don't. You hold it. And so I'm laying there, and we're in Las Vegas, and we're at this prime spa. This guy's like has won awards for massage therapy.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And so I'm laying there and I start to tense up because I'm making sure that like
you don't urinate everywhere.
Sure.
Oh, that's
so I keep
even
everything
worse?
in.
Oh no.
And so my butt is just clenched, and he's taking it offensively because massage therapists want you to be relaxed.
You're blocking.
You know? So he's like, I'm laying there, and then the first time he does that on the side of my butt, and he's like, relax. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if you want me to. So I'm laying there.
Does he? No, he doesn't. You didn't tell him ahead of time.
I didn't.
So he doesn't have like a hazmat suit on or anything.
But I am completely naked, laying on my stomach.
And he's all in white, I'm guessing. So if something does happen, it's going to be very visible.
Right. And so I'm laying there, and then my body just takes over and keeps tensing up down there over and over again. He just keeps slapping my butt over and over again. And it was the longest 60 minutes of my life. I felt so awful. I left. I ran to the changing room, got my stuff. Derek's like, should we tip the guy? I'm like, we need to leave now. So we threw a tip his way. We were on the beaches of the Dominican, and sometimes like at your resort, you could get a massage for, I don't know, $100 for 60 minutes, or you could walk down to a shack and get 60 minutes for like $15. So we did that.
Good deal. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
So we did that, and we found these women, and listen, their skills were incredible. I'll give that to them. But there are parasites when you travel places, and he laid down. He must have had like an open cut on his calf. Like something like, you know, I don't know how you get it. Like maybe he had a little bug bite or whatever. While they massaged, something got into that cut. And by the time we got back, while we were in midair, we were watching this thing swell over, like massive amounts.
On the plane, his calf is just swelling
It was getting
up.
hot to the touch, so things were infected.
Yeah.
We got back the next day. The doctor was like, he could have gone into like sepsis. Like he was that close.
Gee.
So he had contracted a staph infection from that massage. So, massage horror stories. I know you're not a massage.
The one time though that Trish and I got one, it was on Valentine's Day, and they were offering the chocolate massage.
Yeah,
and we're like, oh my god, this would be great. We get to have some champagne and chocolate and a massage together, like a couple's massage.
Yep.
Until they whipped out the chocolate and started rubbing it all over us, and it was like it had.
But that's the chocolate massage.
I know. I thought the chocolate massage was a massage with eating chocolate, and it was clearly not to be edible because it was gritty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like it had like silica sand in it or something like that.
Okay.
And it just didn't feel. And then
so it was like an exfoliant.
Yeah,
so.
right.
Okay.
And it was, and then they're like, oh, well, then you can shower off or whatever. And I'm like, and our son had a hockey game. We were in Mexico, so our son had a hockey game back here in the States, and somebody was live streaming it. And so we're just like, they're like, they want you to sit there and drink their tea and relax or whatever. We tipped, we go, we got to go.
Yeah.
They're like, what? We go, our son's playing hockey. And
I got so mad at you. I'm like, you just wasted.
You know what? It doesn't.
Prime opportunity.
I have to leave early because my son is playing hockey. Doesn't translate to the Mexican culture very well. They're like,
what is hockey?
What are you doing? Why aren't you staying a little bit longer? Talking about the cops that these Arizona cops were working undercover, and they were trying to do a sting on these massage parlors. And it got to the point where the guy said, I just didn't know what to do, so I kept saying yes. And after he visited 9 massage parlors and got the complete treatment, they're now in trouble. And he's like, I didn't know any better.
You know, that's not fair. That's not fair to set them up. I think that after the first one, if that's not the protocol that they want them to follow, then they should have just showed them what they want them to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this guy should be penalized.
So we thought we'd go fishing for just a couple of quick stories that weren't like the greatest massage situations ever. Like, Kat had to tense up and clench her butt cheeks for an hour, and the guy got mad.
Not a comfortable situation.
Her husband, Derek, got a staph infection from a massage in the Dominican Republic.
Yep.
I got chocolate, which I think was chocolate, in my butt crack.
I hope it was chocolate.
And I want to talk about this one because this is a little bit odd. Tell me what happened to your friend here real quick.
I know someone that got served while they were getting a massage.
Oh.
Like, on the table, face down, person walked in, goes, you got a paper here? We don't know what this is. They told us it was for you, and we were like, they were like, okay. So they opened it, and it was a served paper for child support.
There it is.
Oh my God!
You got to get them while they're naked.
I guess so. They can't run away.
That's pretty genius. I always wanted to be one of those guys.
A server?
Yeah.
You get shot doing that.
I think that's only in.
Haven't you ever
TV.
heard people shoot the messenger? You would be the messenger.
Is that where that really comes from?
Absolutely.
No. That has to be older than serving papers for a court.
I think they've served papers for a long, long time.
I think I'd be good at that. Just kind of following someone around and then catch them at a weird moment.
Yeah.
I'd have all sorts of disguises and costumes and stuff like that.
That would be a fun job. How do you even get that job? And is that a main job? Or do you do like office work and then they're like, we got a new one?
A side hustle like Grubhub?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Radio Paparazzi.
She was pursuing her modeling career in Paris back in the 90s, and now, like, being older and looking back, she was pretty naive.
It was before, like, TSA or anything like that. It was just, like, early 90s, and they gave me a suitcase that was locked that had my costumes in it, quote unquote. And when I got there, the guy was like, whose suitcase is this? Can somebody open it? And I was like, what is in that suitcase? I'm like this blonde hair, blue-eyed girl in Morocco. I was like, I don't know. It's not mine. I have no idea who's it. That was my only job I ever got in Paris.
I think we're learning a lot from what's going on in Russia with the basketball player, Brittany. And
that just seems so crazy that she's still being detained.
I know. And her trial isn't for like another 7 days, and who knows what's going to happen. Kylie Jenner getting another taste of somebody just wanting 15 minutes of fame. This guy named Pablo drives her Instacart and now claiming that he heard her baby's screaming.
I literally last minute leave my house to go do an order. I get one all the way in West Hollywood for $12. I just went in Kylie's house. You guys, I'm shaking right now. I just handed it to the guy, and he's like, oh, come with me just to bring it in there. I literally walk with him. The gate is closing behind me. I'm walking through this little pathway with like a river beneath it, and then I just leave it at the front door. I get to look into the whole house. I see all these assistants, all these maids. I didn't see Kylie. I didn't see Stormy, but I swear I heard a baby scream.
Oh my God. I can't with that generation. It is like, I hate to sound so old, but I shouldn't say that generation, but like, it's kind of a trend to be obnoxious like that and slander people. And
the pendulum will always swing back. You just got to be patient.
Yeah, I know. But claiming that he wasn't tipped or anything. So she came with receipts, yo. She posted that he was tipped through the app. And he just
sad
is
that
a
she's
liar.
got to defend herself with her receipts because some
and a baby was crying. I've never heard of a baby crying in my life. So
especially not in a home.
Yeah. Carmen Electra, she's talking about kind of the cool ways she got her name. Prince gave it to her.
And he said, the C is for the car and the M is for the men at my shows. And I was like, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. And then when you dance, you're electric. And I was like, that sounds like a superhero name, which I think it is. And I was a little bit like, I don't know if I want to do that or not. But then it just kind of clicked.
Imagine having that kind of power where, like Prince just said, no, this is what you'll be known as moving forward.
This is your new name.
He just waved his hand over you, and there's like a baptism.
Yeah. Blowing out their candles today. Nadia Solomon has been out of the limelight for a while, but Octomom turning 47 today. Pop star Alessia Cara is 26, and Richie Sambora is 63 today.
Let's begin now.
And like you never missed us, we're back.
Oh, my God. How weird is that? And I never do anything wrong around here, but it's so true that when you take a certain amount of time off, you wonder if your key is going to work.
It's the first time that I've had vacation that I didn't even think about it.
Really?
I just walked up, went in with like, I got to get stuff to do. Let's go, baby.
Nobody's going to do the stuff I do. So.
Nobody's going to get paid as little as I do to do what I do.
Exactly. So have you noticed, like, if they were to watch between 4 and 4:20 every single morning, how I react to that bird that flies at your face?
What bird?
Do you see that? The one that is perched that made the nest on top of the camera?
Yeah, I see the nest up there, but I never see a bird.
Oh my God, just beelines for my forehead every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I don't yell like a girl. You know that. Like, I don't go, ah. So it's a show.
Give me the best thing about your vacation.
It was weird. It was a weird vacation. So I don't know if I can pick like a great thing. Obviously celebrating Liam turning 10 and just kind of moving on with life. But at his birthday party, my 92-year-old grandmother stands up, has her foot caught in the blanket laying on the ground, falls about 11 inches, breaks her hip.
No.
Yes. True.
Oh, Grandma Ellie broke her hip.
It was weird because she lands and her hair gets all crazy and we're all laughing at her hair. And she's just like...
You laughed at your mother or grandmother breaking her hip.
But the thing is, like, she wasn't, like, writhing in pain. Like, she didn't even think she broke her hip. And then she stood up, and my brother carries her down the stairs like a firefighter and puts her in the car. By the time they drove an hour to where she lives, she's in, like, terrible pain. They rush her to the ER. She's in surgery the next day at 10 a.m.
Oh, my goodness.
They put pins in her hip. And it's just like, what the hell? So then you just like don't really have anything planned for days after that, you know, because you want to stop in, help out. I checked on Grandpa. The only thing he cared about were donuts. He wanted me to bring donuts because I guess she doesn't let him eat that stuff.
He saw an opportunity.
He did.
Oh, my gosh.
So he had me stock his mini fridge with his Blue Moons and his donuts. And I was at the hospital a few times. And
when is she coming home?
She's home already.
Oh, good.
She was only in there. She's like a hardcore healer. Like her back healed and like she's weird. She's like a Marvel character.
Broken hip for a 92-year-old. That's got to be a couple month process, though, right?
I don't know. I mean, she is great with stairs already. I mean, this happened last Saturday. Jesus. So she says stairs don't hurt, but it's like sitting down on the toilet or a chair that like really hurts her. But aside from that, went to a bridal shower last night and took Liam to golf. It was like the little things that I don't get to do in the morning that made me so happy. And then crapped the bed at state tournament. And that's about it. You?
That was good. We had a lot of baseball. Got a lot of family time in at the cabin.
Nice.
Trisha's sister and my brother-in-law came up, so did some fishing, did some barbecuing, that kind of stuff, and it was really, really chill. This last 3 days, though, I mean, I think we had, since we left the show last, I think Nolan played 13 baseball games, and I'm beat out right now. So
you got a little stuff. You got a little stuff going on.
I just haven't shaved.
Do you not care
I quit caring about my appearance over vacation.
Like a mountain man.
It was good. I'll shave this off today, but in the meantime, you just got to say yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right, good for you. This guy who had not an ideal end to his school year last year, his name is Christian Shearhad. He has over 600,000 followers with his TikTok videos. And there was one where I guess the school board said, listen, do not put any more thirst trap shirtless photos on your TikTok.
If people don't know what thirst trap is,
that means it's just like
sexy.
It's sexy and it makes people salivate. And then, it's also like maybe standing for a little bit of you being thirsty. You want some attention. And
most of you know that I'm a teacher and I make these TikToks to, have fun, connect with my students, other teachers, promote healthiness, being a good father, all that kind of stuff, right? Well, I had some people call into my HR, let's call them Karens, and complain. And now I'm on leave.
Okay. So that was that. But I don't really remember.
Were they dirty?
No, but I mean, he's got a hot body, so maybe that was.
Is this anything different than going to the beach?
No, it would be like seeing your teacher, Mr. Shearwood, at the beach.
Was it promoting anything promiscuous?
Like getting with your students?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was just actually in response to the board meeting about his shirtless videos. And he said in the caption, when your coworkers don't want you to thirst trap videos anymore. And then boom, cut to him being with his shirt off. So if your workplace tells you cannot post those photos or do videos like that, or there will be consequences.
I get that.
So I want to know, what kind of rules do you have at your work with this stuff? Do we have rules? Like, you're in management. Do we have rules?
You mean like if I was to take my shirt off and do a video right now and we'd post it on our socials?
Yeah.
I don't. Listen, I think rules start kicking in when people start complaining.
I do know one of the rules is that, we really can't post when we're at places that aren't really clients. That's not looked upon as like a good thing.
Well, here's the deal. You don't want to promote this. The way it is for us is if we promote a business that's probably not on the air, then it means there's free advertising for somebody. And then people that are actually paying for their advertising go, well, hey, why don't we get that?
I see all parts of that spectrum. I do.
Sure.
I believe that sales is right. I believe that I'm right. Because if I go to a business that doesn't advertise with us and I sing their praises because they have something cool to offer our listeners, I feel like sales should be like, yes, let's get them on board. Let's go check them out and talk to them about how affordable it is to get the word of your business out there.
But on the other hand, if they don't have advertising money, that's never going to happen.
Exactly.
You know
so I see both
sides. It's a real catch-22.
All right. So after a wild, violent 4th of July weekend, I don't know if you saw any of the videos of what happened down in Minneapolis.
I've been so unplugged. No, I honestly haven't had a TV on.
Don't even look it up. It is the most disgusting display. And it was not just one car shooting fireworks at point blank range at apartment complexes on just like streets. But it were probably 4 or 5 cars doing that out of their sunroof, lighting fireworks, blasting into people's apartment windows. I mean, it was crazy. So now Minnesota Department of Public Safety, they are stepping it up and they are focusing on Minneapolis, the Twin Cities, and just cracking down on this lawless behavior. So there were about 80 Minneapolis police officers dealing with over 1,300 calls that night.
Holy balls.
You really got to feel for them. Also, the State Patrol, they're now going to assign about 20 additional troopers. And then aviation resources to higher crime areas, primarily in Minneapolis, to see if we can improve what's happening right now.
Here's what I'll tell you.
Violent.
Even if you're close to the source and you think we may have been living it for a long, long time, people across the country are noticing how completely Wild West the Minneapolis area seems right now. I have friends from all across the country that are like, you're still living that close? And
it
I'm
makes
like,
me so sad. I love Minneapolis. I used to live there, and I know where to go to keep myself safe. But now, do you? I mean, it could happen anywhere.
you don't know.
So,
you don't know anymore.
Gas prices are starting to come down a bit after months of record highs. AAA spokesperson Andrew Gross is talking about what we can expect with the trend.
The two key factors contributing to these lower gasoline prices are the price of oil, which has come down in the past couple months, and there's been less demand, and that may be because fewer people are driving right now.
The stations are probably sitting on thousands and thousands of gallons of gasoline that they bought at a far higher price. So they're going to want to sell through that. Then they'll get access to some of the lower prices.
Spirit Airlines flight caught on fire. The last thing that you want to happen during a flight, you just want to get where you're going without any event to happen. But this is what they heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay seated, stay seated. We do not have to evacuate now. Please remain seated.
It was the flight attendant saying, remain calm, but I also heard in my headphones a loud thumping noise. They told us to remain calm, just stay seated until they get everything under control, but it's on fire. Like, how you going to remain calm?
Not happening. I would definitely be the one.
Well, when you do, though,
like,
planes in the air and it's on fire, I mean, you got no options. You don't have a chute. You know what I mean? And how high are you when that fire starts?
I know. All right, you need a little laughter. I think we all do. But Friday was the first International Paramedics Day, and these two paramedics from England, they were trying not to laugh while recording this PSA.
So we're here to talk about International Paramedic Day. Tell me, Joe, what does that mean to you? sorry. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Luton Ambulance Station.
How can you not laugh?
My colleague is.
These guys are high. These guys are
so
stoned. Our friend Kat here can tell you what you do for a living just by knowing your first name. That's it.
It's freaky.
And it's fun. So you want to take a shot at it? All you got to do is holler at the Playhouse. Good morning. What's your first name?
My name is Matt.
And Matt, again, just to set the record straight with everybody, you don't know Kat. You haven't been friends. You don't have kids that go to school or anything together?
Nope, I do not.
All right. Kat, what you feeling for Matt?
Matt, you are an electrician?
Yep.
Hey! Now, how long you been at this game?
What's that?
How long you been doing this?
This is my first time.
No, not like this show, like being on with us. How long have you been an electrician, sir?
Oh, I've been doing about 3-4 years.
All right.
Nice.
And is it shockingly fun?
Yeah, it is.
Do you get it?
Fun. Yeah, give me the best electrician joke you got. Like, there's got to be a couple that are just knee slappers.
At the top of my head right now, I cannot think of one.
Okay, why don't you call us back in about 45 minutes once you get to work and everybody says, oh, my God, I heard you on the radio, and then you can tell us a really good one. How's that?
All right.
While we wait for that, Kat, did you hear about the time that I put a light bulb in the garden?
No, tell me more.
Yeah, I was hoping to grow a power plant. Hey, do you know?
That's too good.
Do you know, Kat, where electricians get all their materials?
No clue.
The Ohm Depot.
I don't know what that one.
OHM. You don't know what an Ohm.
No.
I was wasted. What if somebody told you that girl you hear on the radio every morning can tell you what you do for a living by only knowing your first name? Of course, your response would be, shut up.
I know, until you hear it, and then you're like, what the heck?
I'll put it to the test. Kat will tell you what you do for a living just by knowing your name. And again, as long as you're not friends, you don't live next to her, you guys don't have kids that go to school together, anything like that. And if I'm right, it's Diamond?
Yeah, like the shape, like the stone, yep.
Diamond. Kat, what are you feeling from Diamond here? And by the way, just to set the record straight, this only works if you don't know Kat. Like, you guys have never been in contact before. You didn't go to high school together, nothing like that.
I've never met a diamond, so I can just answer that for you. I've met a ruby. I've met a gem.
Okay.
Never a diamond.
What are you feeling from Diamond? What does she do for a living?
Diamond, do you work with TriCap?
Yes.
Oh, wow. All right. Well,
your name is so unique that it got so specific. That's
tell me,
why.
what you're going to do today. Like, what's your job today?
My job today is to make sure that everybody gets to where they need to go.
Okay.
On our buses, and then I am headed out of town.
Well, you're in an important position, so thank you for taking care of everybody and your ability to get everybody where they need to go. Thank you for being on the show, Diamond.
Absolutely, thank you.
Love it. All right, so want to do it? Holler at us. You got one more?
Yeah, I got one or two more in me. You need to grow up.
I didn't
now.
do a thing.
Did your mom ever sing like lullabies?
Yeah, my mom was. She went to college on a music scholarship, so we got all of it. We got the piano, the organ, the singing, and yeah, we got a lot of that.
You kind of knew them all.
Yeah, I knew
like
them all.
the basics, Twinkle Twinkle.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember, like, I have a horrible singing voice, but I remember trying to sing them to our kids.
Yeah.
And it would be like such a turn off for my wife that she would like leave the room.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, "Are you really singing Ba Ba Black Sheep to him?"
So I saw that the light was twinkling when I got in. Speaking of twinkling, so we have Matt on the line. I wanted to put him on there, and I want to just ask him, do you know the words to like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are.
Keep going.
He doesn't know it.
Oh my God, you're part. They just did a whole news story on people like you, Matt, that don't know it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah. I was a really busy kid. I was always outside, and I don't know. I feel like parents always kind of, I don't know. It's hard to explain. We were always dirt biking and always outside, and
that's why you don't know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Isn't it how I wonder what you are up above the world so high like a diamond in the sky? Something like that. Is that how it goes?
Yes. This was one that Liam listened to.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder.
How do you not remember that, Matt?
Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the
Cancel culture is going to come for this next.
So this one's really like appropriate and not dark, but like Ring Around the Rosie. You know, it's about polio, right?
What? Shut up.
No, it's about the plague because posy flowers would keep your body from that rotting smell, and that's why you'd have it in your pocket. How creepy is that?
Wait.
Ring Around the Rosie, pocket full of posy, so no one smells your rotting.
How does the rest of that go then? It doesn't have anything about your rotting flesh in this. How does it?
Pocket full of posy, ashes, we all fall down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That one's a little dark. But that makes me sad that kids are out there, kids meaning like 18 to 29, don't know.
Everybody knows
the classics. All right, so I think the last thing that you want to happen at an amusement park that somebody gets hurt or you get stuck upside down.
That's the last thing I want. I would take a bowling ball to the back of the head before I'd get stuck upside down on one of those things.
I could get stuck at the top and then you have to walk down the stairs, but to slowly watch the lights go out because the blood is rushing to your head, that would be horrible. Or you catch a phone to the face.
It was like, oh no, did my eye pop out? Oh no, did I get hurt? Where did I get hurt?
We understand that accidents happen, and like obviously it wasn't something that he intentionally did. He didn't try to hit her, but when you're responsible for causing injury to someone, basic human decency, say sorry or come up and make sure that they're okay.
Made me feel angry and more sad because if I would just like an apology.
All right, well,
life
is tough, kid.
Can we hear how she described this whole thing one more time, please?
It was like, oh no, did my eye pop out? Oh no, did I get hurt? Where did I get hurt?
Maybe you got hurt. I just think, like, I don't know. That would be terrible.
So, what happened? The phone came out of someone's pocket and it drilled her in the face?
No, of course they're sitting there videotaping it for Snapchat or TikTok or something like that.
Oh, it's her own phone.
No, it was someone in front of her.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, so gotcha.
It didn't fall out of someone's pocket. They were like, they had it, and they're like, whoa, we're going down. And then the wind takes it right to her face. And then they're just caught up on somebody not apologizing for that. So it's like, look at the bigger picture. They lost their phone.
Yeah, I was going to say it's $1,000.
It's just your face. But anyway, she went in for just tons of stitches. I think she had upwards of like 40 stitches in the side of her face, like
Holy
all around her
balls.
eye.
It ripped her wide open.
Yeah. What's the last thing you got stitches for?
Boy.
Well, that's good.
No, I can't remember the last time I got stitches. Like, I'm good at gluing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll use it.
Hardcore.
I think the last time I actually got stitches, I got smacked over the head with a pool cue when I was in college.
Wow.
That cracked me open. I got a good scar there. And I think that's it. It was crazy that we bring this up right now. We were in a baseball tournament over the weekend, and one of our hitters it was 3-0, and he wanted to hit so bad that this next pitch was like eye high.
Yeah.
And he swung at it even though he knew he just wanted to foul it off so he could take another pitch.
Yeah.
And he fouled it off straight to his eye.
Oh.
And it cut this huge gash over the top of his eye. It looked like if you watch Rocky and you see him get cut over the top of the eye.
Yeah.
It was that. And he was bleeding like profusely. And somebody, luckily from the other team, their mom was a nurse, and she had a safety kit, and they were able to put a couple of bandages on it and glue it. And I don't know if he'll need stitches now. I think it'll start healing. I don't think, but it was a gash.
Wow. You know how if Derek even gets like a splinter, you hear about it for like weeks on end.
Yeah.
But he actually did a super glue not too long ago with his fingertip. God, just like a nice little
with
gash.
my hands, I would always do. It's so hard to stitch a finger.
I would say the last set of stitches I got were in my armpit. Remember when I had that lump and I was really worried, but
right.
it ended up being like just like a clogged duct. It was really gross. I didn't really want to talk about it, and then I did, so now I'm doing it again. I don't know why, but I got a lot of stitches under there, and that was not comfortable. So
Smelled like mayo.
it did not smell like mayo. I like mayo. Don't turn me off mayo. So what was the reason for your last set of stitches? Maybe you went in, you got hundreds. We're hot off 4th of July. Maybe that was the reason. Why did you get stitches?
Amy's on line 3, and hers had to do with a VR headset. I bet we're going to get a couple of these. So, what was the last thing you ended up needing stitches for? Will you holler at us? I'd like to get your story on next. Imagine going to the amusement park. A great day to be had. You're going on the big roller coaster, and the guy in front of you has got his phone out because he has to get a Snapchat video of exactly how excited he is. And then imagine that phone falls out of his hands right when you're taking the big plunge and drop kicks you in the face.
It was like, oh no, did my eye pop out? Oh no, did I get hurt? Where did I get hurt?
She ended up getting multiple
She got
stitches.
hurt.
Lots and lots of stitch work right to the face. This guy's phone flew out of his hand, popped her in the melon. And so we thought, well, this would be a good time for us to start thinking about the last bunch of stitches you got.
Yeah, I think the last set for me were in my armpit, which was not fun. We have a text from Avery. I'm not going to say where she worked, but she used to work at this gas station. Says I did something stupid cleaning the place and cut the pizza. Ended up cutting one finger wide open, meeting 6 stitches while at work. Cut her finger with a pizza cutter.
Amy, I appreciate your patience. I know this has to do with the VR, right?
We got one of those VR games that was zombie related.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I used it for the first time, and somehow I managed to go from the kitchen to the living room, and I tried to punch a zombie and accidentally punched our new $700 TV and wound up having to get 6 stitches in my hand.
Oh my God.
I would be more concerned about the TV. I'm going to be really
Not the tendons that could be cut,
you got another hand.
bleed out.
How many TVs do you actually get?
Very true. That would not be ideal. Have you ever watched somebody do VR?
You
and
got to clear out like an entire high school gym for
You
that
do.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Bev, I know you were speaking of gym, you were at the gym when you had your stitches. What happened?
It was the stairs. You know how they have like those stairs that you walk and they're kind of like a treadmill, like they're electrical stairs that move.
Jacob's Ladder.
And I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't paying attention or something, and I tripped and I fell and I busted my head open, and I had to go to the hospital
Oh,
and get
my
stitches.
God.
And I was like, this is the most embarrassing thing. Like, I have so many embarrassing stories, and this is just another one to add to the pile.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was a cute boy that walked by, and then all of a sudden,
There it is.
I turned my head and wasn't paying attention, and I'm super clumsy anyway, so that kind of just helped.
And then you got to go back.
Those things, by the way, I appreciate your call. Those things I'm most paranoid about getting a shoelace caught in one of them. It's like when you go on an escalator at the mall. I look down from my, and then I'm like, did I double knot these? Because what if the shoelace does get caught and I can't get it off my foot in time? It will rip your leg off.
You can't get your foot out of a shoe?
What if you can't? What if
Valid
it's double?
concern, I
What if
guess.
it's double laced? Because sometimes I double lace in
Are
case
you
I have
11?
to run. No, I'm just. You never know who's going to be chasing you.
Yeah.
If there's a murderer, wouldn't you want your shoes double laced?
True that.
It's time for Radio Rock Paper Scissors. And Sullivan over here believes that he could be the next champion of the world. What's going on? Can we call you Sully, or is that bad?
No, that's totally fine. I tell everyone all the time, I'm like, just remember me by the big blue monster up Monster's name.
That was the first thing I thought about right away. I'm like, all right, because everybody digs on that guy. And what are you doing right now?
I am on my way to work.
All right. What do you do for a living? Can you tell us?
I'm an apprentice for a luthier.
Oh, you're an apprentice for a car dealership?
No, it's a luthier. So I make, restore, and repair violins, violas, and cellos.
How would we ever know that? I feel like you said it like people should know that. But now I do know that. I appreciate it.
So let me get this right. You're an apprenticeship. Your apprenticeship involves restoring cellos.
Yes, violins, violas, and cellos. Yeah.
How did you feel about the Highway Angel?
Yeah, did you hear about this lady?
Highway Angel? Who is? No, I don't know who that is.
Well, Kat talked about her before this morning. There was a woman, there was this big interstate jam up, and no vehicles were moving, and she is a concert cello, or not concert, what do you call it, harpist?
She's a harpist.
Is it a harpist or a harpoon? She's a.
We are off track. All right.
Anyways, she just got her harp out and started playing in the middle of the highway for everybody, and now they're calling her the Highway Angel.
Oh my God, that's really cool. That's really cool.
How do you get in this line of work, by the way? Is this what your degree was in? It was some kind of music?
No, I was going to go for cello performance, but I just scored it with a really well-known maker down in St. Paul. Very long story short.
Thank you.
I went in, told her I wasn't going to college for COVID, and I scored an apprenticeship with her. So I've been there for years.
Will this turn into a lucrative career? Will you end up making a bunch of money restoring cellos, or is this more of a passion thing?
No, it's definitely a career. Definitely a career.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
and you find yourself on the radio playing rock, paper, scissors. I mean, this is exactly the way I thought your life would go.
I know. I had no idea.
All right. So here's how this goes.
Here we go.
Kat's she's so impatient today. I'm like, can we get to know our listeners a little bit? I like this guy. I don't know anyone else in the cello apprenticeship program, so I wanted to ask a couple questions. So here's how it's going to work here, Sully.
Okay.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, shoot. And you shoot either a rock, a paper, or a scissors. If you beat Kat 2 out of 3 times, you are now not just the only cello apprentice listening to this show, but you will be the biggest radio rock, paper, scissors champion ever. Are you prepared?
Awesome. Let's go for it.
Sully, good luck. Kat versus Sullivan, round 1. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Scissors.
Hey, look at this guy. I like this guy.
Marty pants.
1 for 1. How proud will they be at the cello apprenticeship if you can knock her off? This is
Go
round
tell both
2.
people in the world that you work in.
Be nice. Ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Rock.
All right.
Okay.
It's a push. It's a push. Now, Sully, I just want to give you a quick heads up that if you just pause for half a second, you'll hear her answer first, and then you can combat it with a winning answer.
Oh.
There it is.
All right. We on the same page now, Sully?
I like to play fair. I got to play fair.
All right. Right, whatever. All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Scissors.
All right. No, hey. Enough with playing fair. Just do the right thing and win the damn game, Sullivan. All right.
Okay.
Everyone in the cello world is going to be very disappointed here if you miss out on this opportunity. Last round for the W. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
That's a push. Sullivan.
Oh, man.
You know how Kat was really impatient with you before? I'm getting there. Here comes round 3. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Scissors.
Hey!
All right. Yeah.
And the cello world rejoices.
Listen to them all.
Oh, goodness.
You guys have a junk drawer at home?
Yes, we do. I actually organized it during my vacation.
To me, that would be a complete waste of my time off.
Really? I don't know. It was a weird vacation. We didn't have anything really planned, but we had a lot planned, if that makes sense.
In your junk drawer, if I open it right now, what would be a couple things I'd see?
You would see a fake cigarette. You would see a lot of chapstick.
Wait. Why the fake cigarette?
Because
is it a
my
oneie?
husband. No, it's a fake. It's like when you suck it in, the end glows a little bit. It's a prop. to one of his costumes. Thank you. Don't
I'll
even
move on.
ask.
Yep.
This is my house. Scissors. We have, too many chapsticks, some ponytail holders, pens, batteries.
Probably not a whole lot of gadgets that you'll never use again, but do you have a storage space for those? Like, do you have a big tub of anything old that's like a technological thing that you'll never use again?
No, I Marie Kondoed the hell out of our house, and it feels so good.
In our furnace room in the basement, it's kind of a storage room, too. I've got like 2 Tupperwares full of this stuff, and here are the most commonly unused gadgets that we won't throw away.
Okay.
Number 4, old TVs.
No.
In the back hallway here at the radio station is an old TV that nobody will do anything with. It can't be 13 inches. It's like an itty bitty one.
Oh, it's from my old office.
Yeah, and I don't even know if is it even color?
It was color because I used to watch Judge Mathis and.
Oh, well, you were supposed to be working.
Yep.
Number 3 on the list: digital cameras. We have like 4 of these at home.
Okay.
They're great digital cameras. We used to have to put the little cartridge in, right? And they take batteries and they would blow through batteries like crazy.
But they were so affordable that
And
you
they
could
had
just buy
great
them.
zoom at the time.
Yeah.
But nobody needs them anymore. And number 2 is old phones.
Yeah.
How many old? I bet we have 10 old phones at my home.
Really? We got rid of all of ours but one, and that's Liam's. Liam uses it
Like a
so he
backup?
can watch, YouTube and.
Oh, right. It
shorts
probably
and
doesn't have
stuff.
the
Yeah.
cellular service. It's just got. And then the number 1 thing, by the way, what do you think is the most commonly unused gadget we won't throw away?
Commonly unused gadgets. Is it like a Discman?
Close. DVD players.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
How many DVD players do you have at your home that you will never, ever use again?
I actually do have a Blu-ray DVD player in the box, never taken out.
No.
When am I ever going to use it?
You probably got it like a Black Friday special for $79.
Yeah.
At Target.
Actually, I
and
won
now-
it through work at a Christmas party. So I was like, thanks.
Who orders all the stuff
for
for the
that.
Christmas parties
I
at
did.
work? And that doesn't sound rigged at all.
So weird.
Weird stuff.
Everybody called me weird. I am weird.
You don't think this is a little weird? No, I don't think it's weird at all.
Weird news.
Here we go. We just opened up the floodgates now with all baby talk. This Brandy from Plano, Texas is claiming that her unborn baby was her +1 while she was riding in the carpool lane. Ended up getting a ticket for $215.
He starts peeking around. He's like, "Is it just you?" And I said, "No, there's 2 of us." And he's like, "Well, where's the other person?" And I went, "Right here." And I said, "Well, not trying to throw a political mix here, but with everything going on, this counts as a baby." And he kind of waved me off. I really don't feel like it's right because one law is saying it one way, but then another law is saying it another way.
There you go. So instead of looking at it like, how many other instances am I really going to run into if I just let this woman go? They still ticketed her.
I would have thought he would have let her go saying, "I don't want to be part of this."
Exactly. It was just a really weird situation.
Interesting, though, if they're going to have to rewrite all these laws, is you have to have a
person over the age.
Human passenger in a seatbelt in the vehicle with you in
Not
another
in utero.
seat. They're going to have to like script it out so specifically to
Yeah.
mean there has to be another individual in the car outside of your body.
Man, so much in 2022. And that is what's weird.
Chris.
Hello, Chris. What are you doing today?
I am working.
Can you say what you do?
I sell beer for a living.
That boy.
Prove it.
You have got now. So this is something that we get asked a lot. People go, "Do you like the music you play?" And I try and tell them we don't get to listen to most of the songs that we play because we're kind of doing stuff while the music's playing. So I bet you get all the time like, "Do you still like beer? Does it make you love more?"
I love beer.
Yeah. All right. Well, give me your favorite then.
Busch Light.
There you go. The lattes, my man. Hey, you know what I tried over the 4th of July that I hadn't tried before? But the apples.
Oh, Busch Light apples?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're very, very refreshing, Kat. I
Is
think
it
you would
like a seltzer?
No. It's just like an apple flavored beer.
Like a cider?
No. Not as sweet as a cider. It's not like I don't taste it on my teeth.
You lost me.
Well, all right. Anyways, Chris, a man that loves beer so much is basically in line to win $100. I feel it's your destiny. We're going to play No Time to Google. Thanks to Sylvan Learning Center of St. Cloud. The rules are simple. Kat will give you a question. You have no time to Google the right answer. You must give it to us within 5 seconds. Do so. You move on to question number 2 and number 3. And after 3, you get $100. But we understand there may be a hiccup. If there is, just say Lifeline, and we will turn to a very, very popular song from the year you chose, the year you graduated. It was
It did.
All right. And I can almost guarantee you're going to get the lifeline. Came up with a really, really cool song. So let's get it started. Remember, you only have 5 seconds to answer each question. Let's get it going. There is no time to Google our first answer.
What do you call a snack made up of marshmallows, graham crackers, and chocolate?
S'mores.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right. You're totally right.
S'mores and Bush Latte apples, by the way, are also delicious. Question number 2. There's no time to Google.
What is James Bond's preferred drink of choice?
Martini.
That is correct. That's exactly right. You're right. You're totally right.
I feel like you're playing in Chris's sandbox when you ask him booze questions.
I know.
This is your last one, and it's for $100. Good luck. You still have your lifeline, but there is no time to Google this answer.
Oh my God.
Did you
I want
think
to
he
get
wasn't
a hard
gonna-
one. I literally didn't know if he was going to get all those. So, okay. What round is a classic AK-47 chambered in?
7.62.
Is that right? He got it!
Yeah! 7.62. We'll give that one to you.
Radio Paparazzi.
She went onto TikTok to complain about Noah Schnapp. He plays Will. He's 17 years old, mind you. 17-year-old boys don't really know the right thing to do, but she had reached out. She DM'd him, asked him for his contact info.
I'm just going to say something right now about the Noah Schnapp thing. To be fair, this is like a kid. I'm like trying to be super fair. But the fact that Noah like went and posted a private conversation between me and him is so unbelievably like socially unaware and whack. You know what I mean? Like that's like borderline snake.
When I see people post private conversations like on social media, all I think is, do you know that people probably won't get close to you ever because they're worried that you would do that in the future. So like, don't do stuff like that.
Kind of shady.
It is weird character for sure. A rumor has been spreading that Nicki Minaj was pregnant. Guess who started the rumor? Nicki Minaj.
Oh, I didn't mean to tweet this. I'm not fat, y'all. I'm pregnant. I meant to say I'm not pregnant, I'm fat.
Oh, the girl has been enjoying a baguette. She admitted she's in London, and like when you're traveling around the world, you try the cuisine in every place. Who cares? All right, Lizzo, she says that she loves her some nerds.
I think girl nerds are the coolest people on the planet, and we really are. We rule the world. We rule culture. We set the trends. We are truly it. Like, shout out to all my girl nerds. I think the world is finally starting to appreciate us.
There we go. Girl nerds rejoice. Blowing out their candles today, Suzanne Vega, the singer, is 63. Lisa Rinna, I love her, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then Octomom, Nadia Solomon, is 47 today.
Can never get enough of drunk adult or little kid. And I think sometimes it is just an amazing way to start your morning, knowing that some people have made some decisions throughout their life that, could be construed as a little kid move that you just didn't know anything about, or just a dumb drunk adult. Are you ready?
I am ready. Maybe this break that I just had, this vacation, I'll get them all right.
Allison, I appreciate your patience. First, tell us what happened, and then Kat's going to try and guess whether it happened as a drunk adult or a little kid. What'd you do?
I got suspended after I cut a big chunk out of this girl's hair.
Okay, so you're in school.
Little kid.
Well, yeah, I think that one kind of,
All the
right?
keywords.
Big drunk adult, little kid?
I was a little kid.
Yes.
I was in third grade, and it was before I got braces. And this girl told me that I had summer teeth. Some are here, some are there. So during arts and crafts, when she wasn't paying attention, I walked up behind her, and with one smooth swoop, I chopped a huge chunk of her hair off the top of her head. I got sent home and couldn't come back for 2 days.
So we heard that phrase. What did we hear that with a topic we were talking about?
Was it summer teeth? I thought
Summer
it was
dads.
Summer dads.
Some are here, some are there.
Oh.
Or summer kids. That's what it is. Like,
Some of my kids
they
are
have
over
them
here, some of
spread
my
all
kids over there.
That's
I've never heard it
horrible.
with teeth, though. That's very funny. Some are here, some are there. All right, number 2 today is James. And I know it has to do with a chicken. What happened here, bud? Drunk adult or little kid? Don't tell us first. Just tell us what happened.
I kicked a guy in the for touching my chicken.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I know how territorial you are with your roasted chickens. So I'm going to say drunk adults.
He didn't say whether it was a live chicken or a...
That's true.
Would you kick a man in the junk, Cat, if he took your Popeye's chicken sandwich or touched it?
Probably.
Yeah?
Don't mess with somebody's food.
So you're saying drunk adult?
Yeah.
James, drunk adult or little kid?
I was a little kid. I was at the store with my mom when I was a kid, and I had this stuffed chicken that I took everywhere. Anyway, this creepy guy who kept coming up to my mom to say hi tried to tell me he liked my chicken and touched it, and I kicked the of him right in the...
Oh,
wow.
My mom was mad, but the dude left us alone after that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Do what you had to do, I guess.
Gotta protect Mom. All right, so if you've got one that you want to throw on the show real quick, again, don't tell us whether it was a drunk adult or a little kid. Just call and tell us a scenario. I've got 2 more people waiting. I got Mary and Katie. And if I'm reading this right, Mary may have...
Maybe you don't want to...
She pantsed someone.
Okay.
Drunk adult or little kid? Round 2. You give us the scenario. We got to figure out whether you did it as a drunk adult or a little kid. Now, as I'm reading a little bit more about Mary's, I think you're going to get this just based on who she did this to. But first, give us the scenario, Mary. What happened?
I fell on stage at graduation and accidentally pulled down a faculty member's pants.
Okay, so she pantsed a faculty member. So I think here's the deal, though. I wouldn't think that if you showed up buzzed to graduation, you would be the first human to do so.
So what we're thinking is, what kind of graduation is this? This could be 5th grade graduation.
College.
This could be college graduation.
Right.
So college, it would be an adult. I'm going to say an adult.
Drunk adult. Married, drunk adult, a little kid.
So it was kindergarten graduation, and I reached out to get the diploma, and I tripped and fell, and I accidentally grabbed a faculty member's pants, and it was elastic, so I pulled her pants down, and it turned out that she fully retired at the end of that year.
She was so embarrassed. Good one.
She had the giant granny panties on, I guarantee it. All right, Katie, you're up next. Give us the scenario. We got to figure out drunk adult or little kid.
I slid down the stair rails and broke my collarbone.
Okay, stair rails and broke her collarbone. This could have been a sorority move. This could have been a dumb little kid move. Which one are you going with, Kat?
I'm going to probably drunk adult.
Drunk adult or little kid? Katie, what do you got?
I was a drunk adult. It was in our sorority house, and a few of us were overserved. And these guys were over, and we were trying to show off. And after I used the bathroom, I went to go back downstairs, and I saw they were all at the bottom of the stairs, so I decided to be a show-off. And I jumped on the stair rail and started to slide down when my jean shorts caught, and it was like someone pulled the emergency brake, and I went flying off the rails into some people, and bam, right on the floor, and broke my collarbone.
Always fun until someone breaks a collarbone.
Got time for one more. Dean, tell us what happened. We'll figure it out if it's a drunk adult or a little kid.
Peed on a plant in the living room.
Well, I don't know if you know who I work with, so I'm going to say a drunk adult.
Dean, by the way, there was about 3 of us when I was in college that would go around and we would go to house parties and we would poop in the plants in the living rooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you took it a step maybe not quite as far. Kat, you're going drunk adult?
Right.
Yes, I am.
I'm going to go drunk adult too, Dean. Drunk adult or little kid?
Drunk adult.
Attaboy.
Is this a reoccurring thing with you, or is
no? It was, and honestly, I don't even think I was that drunk. I'm pretty sure I got roofied because we're out at Avon Spunktacular days, and whenever I drink beer, I always stack my cups. I only had 7 or 8 beers that night.
Yeah,
but one of them was free because there was a completely full beer left on a picnic table, and I was like, I'll drink it. And the next thing, we get home, my buddy Dave, he's in the bathroom, going to the bathroom before he goes to bed. All of a sudden he hears splashing coming from the living room. He's like, are you kidding me? And he comes out, yells at me. I had no idea why he was yelling at me because I swear I was in the front yard.
Yeah.
Peeing on a tree. I found out the next morning that I defiled his plant in the living room. So
did he get a new plant, or does he still?
No,
have
he had to clean it up drunk.
You're the best. Thanks, Dean.
Yeah,
All right, so
what I love about our listeners, we will always have somebody that hasn't experienced.
So much of that is fun because I'm at a point in my life where I feel like, now, number one, I'm not going to say I would have never done that, where I would have found a completely full beer on a picnic table and drank it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've elevated to a point in my life where I don't have to get a free beer off a picnic table anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I made it. I feel like that's like another step up.
I love seeing that. That's good.
Feels good, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It has been everywhere, this video of a Rhode Island state senator, Tiara Mack, and she is now responding to, let me set what happened in the video. She's in the skimpy bikini. She's on the
What's her
beach. Tiara Mack. Please don't Google video that right now. But she's doing this handstand, and she's on her elbows, actually, like on the sand. And then you see her luscious big butt, and she starts to twerk on the beach to the beat of the music. And now she's like addressing it on TikTok.
I am not going to apologize for being myself and for living a joyful life and for being unapologetically myself in every instance and enjoying a beautiful day off. I will not apologize for showing young queer Black women that they can live a joyful life and still make a positive impact in their community. And I will not apologize for being able to do a headstand, and I will not apologize for, having enough cake to twerk.
Listen, guys,
I need to use that more often.
I didn't see that she did a handstand or a headstand and twerked with her booty in the air until like halfway through that interview.
Yeah.
She's got skills.
She has skills.
She looks, by the way, super happy.
Yeah. And phenomenal. Great body. But people just had a lot to say, of course. They just said, wow, is this somebody that you want representing you? Yes. She's not doing it in the office. She was on vacation. She was on holiday. And she just thinks that all women should celebrate their body in that way. Listen, if I could move like that and hold myself up like that.
We have had 50 and 60-year-old stuffy white dudes running things for far too long. If she decides on her day off that she wants to go to the beach and she wants to twerk and she wants to put it online, how does that mean she can't run her district?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean it at all.
I agree with you that, people should be able to have a separate life outside of work. We're going to kind of address that with that teacher, the thirst trap teacher coming up just after 9. But I also feel like if you're in a place like that, in a place of power like that, and you want people to vote for you for higher positions that you want in the future, you got to think about every angle.
You don't think this is going to get her more votes?
I don't know. I
guarantee it will.
She's standing up for Black women. She's standing up for women. She's standing up for queer women. She's standing up for people in the political world that want to show a more human side to them. So I think maybe she is kind of hitting all of those aspects, but still a part of me, I only post because I know Grandpa's going to see it. Like my grandfather follows me on all social media, and I kind of post for him. Like
so
I have
wait, your grandpa would be really angry if you posted something like this?
I don't think he'd be angry, but whatever I post, I know his eyes are going to be laid on it. And so do I want him to look at my booty going boom, a boom, boom, boom?
You wouldn't do that because your grandfather might see it.
Correct. I kind of live that life. And I think that's okay.
Was that your stomach growling through the microphone?
Through the microphone?
God.
Oh my God, that was so loud.
That was amazingly loud.
Oh my God, it's still going. Okay. Back on track.
Sorry, that threw me, guys.
We gotta shut the mics off.
Have a shiny quarter moment here, but oh my God.
How would you deal with this? How would you respond to the backlash? Would you say sorry, not sorry?
No, I would never apologize for this.
Just never post something like that?
I would even post. I don't care if they post it, but never apologize for this. She did nothing wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you just have to be really careful.
Hit us up real quick. What are your thoughts on this? Again, is she a state senator? Is that what she is?
She is, yeah, for Rhode Island.
She's a state senator. She gets on the beach in her bikini, her thong. She gets in a handstand and starts clapping her cheeks.
Yeah.
All right. And now she's like, I'm not gonna apologize for this.
Yeah. I think she should stop responding to it because it keeps it viral.
Yeah, but she's like, this is like her thing. Like she wants to be out there. She wants to make sure that she's standing up for what's right. So, I mean, what would you, if you were her, would you apologize?
Talking about Rhode Island State Senator Tiara Mack, she had quite a week last week when she posted herself. She was on a holiday and she was on the beach and she's got a kick butt bod. She looks amazing and decides to go into handstand mode and twerk. And she's in this skimpy bikini and she looks amazing if it were spring break at Senior Frogs. Not if you are a Rhode Island State Senator, people giving her such crap. TikTok, though, she went to and she's like, listen, sorry, not sorry. It's like, I'm sticking up for black women, queer women, and I just want to be loud and proud about it. So
I got no problems with this.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I don't have a problem seeing a woman do this. I think it takes a lot of talent. She's proud of her body.
I think you must be a gymnast previously to be able to pull off a handstand like this.
Kind of has that body.
Yeah. Now, thoughts on it, though. Would you apologize if you were her?
Hello. So that senator, she should not apologize for what she did.
Do you think she should have done it in the first place?
Why not? The male senators will meet with ladies and have sex with not their wives, so why can't she shake her body and, you know.
Good point.
You know what? Great point. You have senators that are being caught on camera without them knowing, playing ass grab with 19-year-old girls that they're buying drinks for. That's a good point that you have.
Yeah.
Would you do it if you were a state senator?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not? It doesn't mean you can't be a good politician. It doesn't mean that.
But the sad part is she's probably an amazing politician, but it does get overshadowed sometimes by the people that can't see through that. And
the
that's
other
a shame.
thing, this might be good publicity for her. She might now be known to thousands of people that didn't know who she was.
True. Very true.
And they might look into it and go, you know what? Your beliefs and your thoughts on how we're going to run our state align with mine. I would say it's good press.
All right. Trending is Ray J on the talk, making this announcement. He has a new name coming our way.
Going with a new name, top of the year. Ray J is he's lived. You know what I mean? It's time to evolve.
So can you give us
my new name will be Tron.
Tron?
Give me a rewind real quick. Listen,
like Megatron.
Listen to how they giggle at him.
Tron.
Tron?
Tron.
He's trying to
Nobody
be serious.
ever laughed at Prince. You know what I mean? Like when he changed his name to a symbol, you don't laugh at Prince. Ray J is no Prince.
Tron?
So he says with this new name comes a new chapter. We're going to see a new Ray J. And a lot of people love the idea of a new chapter in life. You turn the page and then you get to start fresh. Let's say you have a new chapter starting. What is JJ doing in this new chapter of his life? What do you want to do?
I'm pretty happy.
Okay.
I was thinking about this before, and it's always like you can have a new chapter every first of the year and stuff like that. You know what I would like to be better at? Woodworking.
Like whittling?
Yeah, no, not whittling. I'm not going to sit on the porch and blow on a jug. No, I would like to be better at like finished carpentry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those guys that can do trim and stuff like that. And like I can cut a board and put it on my deck. I can do that, but I'd like to be better at the little things.
All right, we'll see if that goes.
How about
anywhere.
you? What would new cat do?
I would actually like to become like a kick butt like pop star. Like for real. But like, you know how Lizzo's like a bigger girl and like people love that, you know? Like I'd be in the middle.
Here's
I'd be
the
between
difference.
Halsey and Lizzo.
Here's the biggest difference. Both of those ladies have tremendous talent.
That is very true, but I feel like you hold me back. So if I had this new chapter
It's
to
my
be
fault
myself,
you're not a worldwide superstar.
and really cultivate that talent
Sorry
that I have
about
deep down. You know I can rap. I feel like it's sad that you forget things. So
I will give you. This is the okay.
This
I will
one is
give
the
you.
boys in the booming system.
You can repeat a rap.
But I'm rapping and it sounds like
My
there's a flow.
14-year-old can repeat every Drake song. Here's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you till the end of the show to come up with 2 actual verses of a rap.
But I need a beat. So now I got to hunt down a beat.
I'll give you 100
I got
beats.
stuff to do. I'm just saying I'm still living in this chapter. This is not my song. I can't do it now because it'll take too long.
How about this one?
I just did it again.
Let it kick in.
Okay.
When the drum hits, you can flow.
I'm not feeling it.
You will
You
here.
can't just give an artist. I'm an artist.
Go and
Working with you is like next to death. I don't know. Listen.
You got stinky breath.
You can be my hype man. Anyway, you got a new chapter coming your way. What is that new chapter? Go ahead and text it because that is what's trending. I do got mad breath right now with that salami I ate. I'm sorry for that.
She walks in here about 8 minutes ago, guys. She goes, sorry, opening up stinky salami. I'm like, what am I doing here? It's Monday. I get back from a week's vacation.
These are so cute. I get it from Costco and protein.
They stink.
It does stink.
The Playhouse Podcast is made possible thanks to Bradshaw and Bryan Law Offices. Catch the live show weekdays from 5:30 to 9 on 104.7 KCLD. Now, share this with a friend.